What's going on, everybody? This is Lauren with the TMF podcast here with TMF Apparel USA. And today we're going to talk about starting a t-shirt brand. Real talk. I've been at this now for almost 2 years. Not really full time, except for the last few months, but I have put a lot into it. And I will tell you this. If you're scrolling through social media, Instagram, Snapchat, mostly TikTok is where I see this, is you'll see all of these clickbaity videos going, start a t-shirt brand, super simple, extra side hustle. All you've got to do is follow these easy steps. Let me tell you what the real talk is when it comes to starting a t-shirt brand. I am part of many forums, many groups online, on social media, on Facebook, etc. And I can tell you this, most people running t-shirt printing companies or brands have no idea how to A, design t-shirts, B, print t-shirts, C, sell t-shirts. That's the real talk. That's the real deal. After 2 years of doing this, I've had mild success and my brand is still growing. And I've made a lot of mistakes along the way doing this myself, and I'm slowly but surely correcting those mistakes to set my brand up for better success going forward. Now, the first thing that I see is everyone goes, oh, jump on Shopify, jump on Etsy, sign up, super easy. Start posting your t-shirts, share them on social media, set it up with print on demand. Let's talk about what print on demand is. If you don't know what print on demand is, it is where you upload your designs to a certain service like Printify or Printful or any of these other print on demand companies. You do not stock inventory. You have no control over your product whatsoever other than the design that goes on it. They handle everything else, which could be an epic shit show. It could be fine. It could not be fine. If you're selling on Etsy or Shopify, might be okay. You get a couple bad reviews. You're in zero control of your inventory, your lead times, etc., the quality of the item that goes out, and any returns or complaints are just going to be on you to eat it. Your profit margin is going to be probably 20%. I would probably guesstimate at this point. I see a lot of t-shirts selling for anywhere from $14 to $30 on the marketplace. And what people are willing to print and deliver these shirts for changes, right? So if you're making $3 or $4 a shirt, you really can't afford to eat the return when it's, 3x your profit margin. That being said, I have full control over what I'm putting out because I'm stocking my own blanks. I am printing my own shirts, whether it be with HTV, DTF, or DTG. I'm shipping them myself, so I have full control over that. And if something happens, I can address the issue with the customer. I know exactly what's going out, whether or not I'm okay with shipping that item. When you do print on demand, you don't have that option. The second thing is when you're selling something on Etsy, you'll see a lot of how to sell on Etsy videos, how to SEO your Etsy page. Let me tell you something. Etsy is pretty basic when it comes to all of that. Keywords and tags, they only get so far. Really, it comes down to how much momentum your shop has, how much stuff you're actually selling, to whether or not Etsy pushes it. You can pay for Etsy ads, which is almost a must if you have no online presence where you can just funnel people to your website. You're going to have to pay for Etsy ads, and where that money goes and the cost per click, you have really no idea. It just says we spent this much money, and Etsy takes a percentage. And how much is that percentage? It's a decent amount. I'm going to pull up my Etsy page here just so that I can see on month to date, only 14 days in, I have $885 in sales. Net profit on Etsy is $469. Now that's after Etsy fees. That's after shipping, which is taken out of your payment account on Etsy. It's after advertising. If you want to look at what I've spent actually on advertising, it will tell me here. Revenue from ads is $580. And let's see if it tells me somewhere in here. It does tell me I've spent $318 in the last 30 days. So the ROI on Etsy ads isn't that great. Now it's going to depend on your niche as well. Some people have better results than others. Sometimes with Etsy, I just don't get the results. Now with Shopify, I've really shot myself in the foot with my Shopify site. I didn't put that much effort into it off the beginning. I started off with a WooCommerce site, which through WordPress, which I was mostly familiar with. and moving to Shopify wasn't that familiar. And I've been taking a lot of time recently to revamp my Shopify site, figuring out how to link it with Facebook and Google and Pinterest and all of these other things to help drive traffic to my site, because I haven't done that. So I've really shot myself in the foot, and I'm gonna have to update at the end of the month as to where I've gotten, after 30 days with Shopify, because up until today, I've only ever sold one order on Shopify. One t-shirt was bought through that site. But since I've been revamping it and connecting it the right way, Facebook is an absolute nightmare, no matter what people say, to connect your business and run ads and connect it to Instagram and connect it to Shopify and connect it to everything else. It's an absolute nightmare, especially when you have an inventory catalog as vast as mine. I have over 260 designs currently on Etsy. All of those imported to Shopify, sent to Facebook, sent to Instagram, etc., etc. It is a lot of work. I design all of my own shirts, whether it's something that I see that's inspired by another design, or whether I draw it or come up with it or type it. All of the design, all of the mock-ups are done by me. That is a crap load of work, and I am efficient. I'm super efficient. If you had a logo like this, my TMF Apparel logo, and you wanted to create that and then make 10 mock-ups, different colors, and post it, I can do that in probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Keep in mind, I am really quick at it. All right, I am very efficient in Photoshop. I'm fairly efficient in Illustrator. I can draw it on Procreate. I can export it in several different file formats, upload it to Placeit. I'll run 10 open tabs on Placeit, download all of those, put them into Etsy, copy a listing I already have, create it, import that into Shopify, etc., etc. The longest one that it takes me to do is listed on Amazon, which is a whole nother can of worms. If you're trying to sell on Amazon, it's a giant freaking nightmare. I don't know that it's necessarily worth it. I do sell some shirts on Amazon, but it is a giant pain in the ass. What I'm getting at is that if you want to start this, it takes a lot of effort. And I'm get frustrated because I'm watching people put out information, buy a course, start your brand, do this, sell $10,000 a month online. It's not that easy. It takes effort. It takes work. It takes a lot of, if you're doing print on demand, it's probably a bunch of headaches. Look at the supply chain currently with t-shirts. The cost of blanks are up over 30%. The inventory is down by at least 50%. One of my favorite blanks to carry hasn't been available in 3 months. The other blanks have gone up significantly while the stock has gone down. All of that being said, it's made running a t-shirt brand in 2022 very difficult. And if you think that you can just start it up and get it going, I would advise you a few things. These are going to be the things that I recommend that you do. If you are not a graphic designer or have ability to design graphics and design your own apparel, pay someone good money to do it, because honestly, it's the most important part of your brand is your design. Why would you cheap out on it? Don't listen to people who go, oh, you can go on Fiverr for $5, someone will draw it up. For $5, I'll fucking doodle it. I'll tell you what, I will spend 5 minutes on your design for $5. That is what somebody should actually spend. That's the amount of time that would equate to $5. Stop telling people you can go on Fiverr for $5. That is a load of shit. Pay people what they're worth and get something that people want. If you're not willing to put in the effort and invest in the equipment to make the t-shirts yourself, to buy the blanks, to create the product yourself, make sure you're selecting a product that's worth it. Look at the reviews on Printify or Printful. They're not all that amazing. When you go through Printify, it could go through several different vendors. I would advise you to find someone local to you that can print the shirts for you and ship them, if that's how you want to work it out for full print on demand. Have control over it, because a few bad apples can really tank your business right off the jump, which is bad reviews, especially in the apparel game. And the third thing is spend time to pick a platform and learn the platform to promote your item. You don't want to promote something you can't deliver. A lot of these print-on-demand companies are not delivering in a timely fashion the items that they're promising the people who are selling them, right? If you wanted to order 1,000 t-shirts from me tomorrow, I'm going to be honest, going down to the largest distributor close to me, which is Alpha Broder, it's going to be hard to get 1,000 t-shirts. It's going to be hard to get. I can promise you I would not get 1,000 of the same blanks. It would have to be a hodgepodge of them because they just don't have them in stock. So don't think you can just blow it out and just be okay. It's not how it's going to work. We're running in a different world. I have taken a lot of time to invest in DTG, DTF, HTV. I've done sublimation. I've done everything except for screen printing. And that's only because I just have no desire to go down the screen printing path. It's just not for me. I get the people who do, it's just not for me. But owning a brand and promoting it is very difficult. It's not something you can just fly by wire. It's a full-time job. And I spend a good bit of time working on the actual products, coming up with new fun designs that I want to post, printing them, shipping them, getting them out the door in time, driving down, picking up blanks, doing maintenance on the printer, which is a lot. You know, some days you fire it up and it just doesn't print at all. And you've got to do hours of maintenance before you can even get it going. Other times it prints fine. You could run it all day. There's no easy path to doing this. And if you think you can just fire it up and do it, it's not going to be that simple. This is the reality of it. There's a ton of work. Follow people who are real with you. If anyone's telling you that it's simple and easy to do, they're dead ass wrong. Can it be lucrative? Absolutely. Can it replace your 9 to 5? Absolutely. But in order to replace your 9 to 5, you're going to have to work 9 to 9 to get it off the ground, to get it going. I hope you found some of this information helpful, and I'm going to post some other videos on the channel about the direct-to-garment printing process after I've been doing it for just about a year and a half now. The direct-to-film process, which is going to be helpful for a lot of you guys out there who want to start a brand. This is going to be really vital to you if you want to start a brand and have, let's just say, level 1 control over your product, right? Where you can stock your own brand, you can press your own shirts without having to invest in the equipment to actually print the transfer. Some pros and cons of the DTF world. We're going to talk about that, some HTV stuff, and hopefully you'll find a lot of this information helpful if you're looking to get into the t-shirt world. If you're already into the t-shirt world and you want to know a little bit more about how to expand into other aspects and producing some of these garments that you see out there that are just a step ahead of where you're at. So like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Check out some of the videos that are already there, and I'll see you on the next one.